What's up, guys? Welcome back for the Chicago regional coverage. This is the last top 8 deck profiles, like technically, because then it starts going like fourth, third, second, and first. This is Mike Morrissey's Bloody Snow White deck profile, which I can't wait to do because it's just like, I don't mean this in an insulting way at all, but the deck literally makes no sense, and I love that about it because like I feel like everyone he played had no idea what was going on, and it just worked in his favor because a lot of the choices he made, specifically, I didn't see the relevance to it, but I feel like on paper it looks really bad, but in play I can see how all these little things add up. It was kind of like a Yugi moment where, you know, it just has like every single card and an answer to everything. That's what this deck reminds me of, and I think it's hilarious. So let's see what he did. Starting off with his magic stones, he had an Almirus, which makes perfect sense because of course he needs light, and then a little pure stone, which you can pick either fire or light, and then of course for heat ray for light red, and then 3 light stones and a plain fire stone, and that's his magic stone. So I'm already kind of like, I kind of get what he's going for. Some light and red here, but a lot of special stones per se for split, but I guess he didn't mind. For his Resonators, he had 2 Queen's Butler, which I can approve of. This is a pretty good card. I mean, you know, you can't target your Bloody Snow White, you're safe. For Tinkerbells, he has a lot of light, so he should be able to successfully run this. For Hunter, if he did happen to hit the Pure Stone first turn, and he had this and didn't have Tinkerbell, I'm guessing he would call Fire and then go with, a swing for 300. And if he had that single Light Stone, he would be forced to not be able to either play this or play something else. And then he has 4 King's Servant. He doesn't play any additions, but this card is a Fairy Tale and a human, and he runs Jan. So I'm guessing the human part was protected from Jan, and the Fairy Tale pumped Tinkerbell, so it's kind of like the best of both worlds. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think I remember him saying something on the Facebook group about how he wanted to switch this out for Little Prince, or they mistook it for King's Servant and it was Little Prince. I tried checking with him, but he didn't get back to me. So if he does update me, I'll put it in the description or in the comments. So for right now, I think that this is what he used, and the reason was for the Fairy Tale and Human, and 4/4 was the strongest for Fairy Tale and Human that he could find. And then for Grim the Avenger, this of course is actually a great card. I mean, it's not bad in any sense. The 200 buff could be relevant, as well as being able to just 2-drop remove Metasopheles. It's safer than, they could of course Zeke's this, but you have Fiethsing for Stony to Death and Cake Zones for like Stony to Death. There's a lot of matches to spells, but unless they Zeke's this, then Metasopheles is going off the field. So it's not a bad target against black, and the 200 could be of use. And then 3 Jan, like I said, this is what he was using to protect his humans, so that could somehow argue the fact that King's Servant is still a 4/4 that's protected from damage while still buffing up Tinkerbell. So if you can't get King's Servant off the field because of Jan, you can't weaken Tinkerbell, and then it's hard to get Tinkerbell off the field, so you're probably going for some kind of like combo play. And then 2 Gilded Ray, of course that combo is just with Jan, and that's all of his Resonators. So far we're getting there. For his spells, he had 3 Duel of Truth, which of course combined with Bloody Snow White kills everything except for Meth. 4 Thunders, of course, just for, spot removal or 500 direct. 4 Poison Apple, because it's instant J activate, removal, or just 1000 boost. 3 Breath of the God, which protects the J Ruler and Jan for free. Well, not the J Ruler for free, but Jan for free, and also protects the J Ruler. And 3 Split Heaven and Earth is his final spell. I think 3 is a little too much if he's running 6 special stones. He probably just ran this for ratio reasons just to see it earlier. I would have personally taken out the pure stone and then maybe just another mono stone, so it was 5. If not, try to cut it down. I mean, the Almirus isn't necessary because you have Gilded Ray anyway for flying. But I mean, it worked for him. He got top 8, so I don't want to try to change up his deck if this was working for him. But yeah, so that's his spell lineup. For his side deck, he had 2 Aesop to protect those fairy tales, 2 Rapunzel, because I guess he has enough 1-drops to be able to just try to flood the field and then go for game with this, 2 Ables to wipe the board, 1 Duel of Truth as a 4th Duel of Truth, 2 Rapid Decays for early game removal, 2 Saber of Splendor for those darks, 2 Return to Stories for Grim, and 2 Rogue Fire Rat to stop those blazers. So there you guys have it. That was the last top 8 deck profile. I know the other ones obviously still fall under top 8 too, but like I said, I'm just going to be referring to them as 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. So that's how you're going to be hearing about them. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure you do, because all the other 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place deck profiles are coming all this week. And then all the coverage for Hawaii next week. And then of course other Money of Ages stuff and Faria and Vingolf and whatnot coming out will all come the second they're all released. I'll have all of it up as soon as possible, and I will catch you guys next time.